You ready? Let's go. It's a Monday night. Toby Adepoju joins us again on the show. Toby, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Yes, my pleasure, Austin. Good to be here. Yes, maybe great weekend for Nigeria. Anthony Joshua gave us a lot of things to smile for, but I mean, on my own perspective, I think we should learn a lot of lessons. I mean, anytime Joshua wins and we try to associate with him, it gives me a lot of things to ponder and a lot of things to think about in terms of the way we run sport. Why not Anthony Joshua will be a full Nigeria, so to speak, and then it will be fighting in Nigerian colors at this level. Yes, some point we had, Samuel Peter. After Samuel Peter, what happened? We had, opportunity with Joshua, and then we let it go. Then, everyone, the minister, everyone traveled. But why not, Joshua be a full Nigerian? Yes, I'm excited. Everywhere was filled up in the Shagam. We have this link with him, and we want to say congratulations to him. But
That's right.
I mean, we should not be celebrating. We should be thinking about this big loss to the Britain, because I mean, Austin, the British are the one claiming, the major glory. We're just trying to do a bit of attachment.
What a way to start the show. Toby Adepoju says, let's reflect. It's okay to say this guy has links with Nigeria. He says, let's reflect. And what are the things we can draw out of Anthony Joshua's success to improve boxing in Nigeria? And Inyobong Monday is also here. Inyobong, I like it. I mean, the minister traveled. Shagamu came alive. It reminds me of when I was a child. We walked all the way to go watch boxing bouts because it was really big. Then we went to sleep, and then he died. He's still struggling to come back to life. Anthony Joshua will look back. He loves his roots. I told people something that the best Anthony Joshua has done is to say, I'm associated with these roots. And that's humility right there. He has done it so well. But there are things we can take from this than just associating ourselves to
Austin, you talked about the fact that we went to sleep. I don't think we went to sleep. I think we went to slumber, actually, because we found it very difficult to be able to find ourselves in the elite of boxing, in world boxing, if you want to talk about it. And I tell you what, we're celebrating Anthony Joshua, and quite rightfully so. We should be celebrating him. But Austin, at the National Stadium in Surulere, Lagos, I'll keep drumming that there are loads and loads of Anthony Joshuas in that stadium. There are potential Anthony Joshuas in that stadium. There are potential Samuel Peters in that stadium. There are people with a lot of drive and a lot of determination, a lot of desire to want to achieve something great like Anthony Joshua. We've got to come back home. We've got to go back to the basics.
That's right.
We've got to do things right. We've got to ensure that structures are put in place, that talents that we see we cannot just in Lagos. If you go to Ogun State, you go to Oyo State, you go to neighboring states around, you go to the south, the southwest, everywhere. There's talent in this country, there's enthusiasm in this country, there's drive in this country, but something is lacking us in the platform.
The platform. And where there is no vision, the people will perish. That's what I'm saying. Look, it's okay. It's okay. Shout Anthony Joshua and everything. George Foreman Jr. came here. He left the United States of America. Says, my dad told me, that's the great George Foreman, told his son, go to Nigeria. They have talents there. Some promoters came here, picked Efe Akure and Efe Ajagba in July. Their lives have changed. They are beating everyone. You heard them on this program.
And also, there's something really strategic about Africans. There's something about very punchy about Africans, because there's a lot of drive, because we come through surroundings that are not quite very, very proud of work. We come through very humble backgrounds. And when we get an opportunity at platforms, you see Africans want to go for it. Like it or hate it, you can talk about Anthony Joshua being British all you can, but there's that African spirit in him. There's that real fight in him. There's a lot of desire in him. And Austin, the future is bright.
That's right. And that's why Anthony Joshua says he doesn't play with his bar. And he goes to check him. That's an African boy right there. So yeah, we celebrate with Anthony Joshua, but the pundits in the studio, they're saying, let's reflect, let's think deep. What lessons can we get out of this? People will not build talents and then tomorrow will jump on them because they have a middle name from the part of Nigeria or the Igbos. We should be doing our own work so that we can say, look, this person is ours. And come on, we've said we don't even want to beg anybody. This country is too talented. we need to look inwards. Let's get on with the show. And I love it that we started with boxing. Take the pressure off football. That's the objective. The Dakar Rally is doing so well. And in Nigeria, we've looked at it that there are a lot of sports we can do because, I mean, we have the population, we have the market, we have the drive. And Yobong just mentioned that. So why are we not doing so well? The Walk and Play Motor Rally started sometime last year. It started just small in Shagamu. They're getting ready for the second edition. Now, in Yobong, it's not the type of Lewis Hamilton race that they are doing on a large track and all of that. But sport is sport. When people come out to compete, a lot is achieved. Employment, people get busy. You see cars come out, engineers get working, the environment. They are taking this to Akure, for instance. Foreigners are going to come, no Akure, and then everything that has to do with it. But hey, they're coming for just motor racing.
Development, Austin, because you've got to look at it from that aspect. And we talk about the Dakar Rally these days. We celebrated. You talked about it started in the 1978, 79. And the amount of participants they had at the time wasn't quite as heralded as it is now, because you're talking about the level of competitiveness in the Dakar Rally these days, close to 500 competitors. And
it has gone into Europe, South America.
And the good thing is that they still open opportunities for people who are not professional drivers. They give it opportunities to anybody can just go in there and get an opportunity to do something. And I think it's great, Sir Austin. You're talking about deflecting attention from sport, and it's great because I think it's an uncharted territory. We can go in there, put funds, put an awareness, get people excited about it, because everyone can be watching football, Austin, every weekend. Everyone can be looking at athletics or basketball. This is something we can attract. And trust me, Austin, when you see Lewis Hamilton, you see Nico Rosberg, you see Fernando Alonso, you see the big guys today who've made it so much in this business. You've got to say the future is bright. People can take advantage of this.
That's right. So the race will be held in 3 categories. That's what the organizer said. The road race, the off-road race, and the bike race. They are getting ready. But I was interested in this one because it says the Walk and Play Auto Rally has attracted the attention of the FIA. Do you know what the FIA is? The Federation International Automobile. That's the world governing body for Formula One. And if the FIA says we should go with this, then it means it has potentials to be.
Yeah, I really agree with you, Austin. We've got potentials. Yeah, we just need a platform to ensure that this, potentials really be nurtured well. And I mean, this is a very great event here. We could put a lot of stuff to off-road event. There's a road event. I love to do bike. I mean, what about getting involved in the bike race? There's the bike race here indoor. Those that will participate will go with like 2 million naira. You talk about
for driving,
for driving 2 million naira. And I love to do bike. And a lot of people on the streets, do bike for a living.
Look out for the hazards too.
I mean, it gives the environment, a big platform. A lot of people will come in. I mean, things will get better for them for the 2-3 days event. A lot of foreigners will come in. They will invest into the state. They will benefit a lot of cash and a lot of things. I mean, we can't invest a lot of energy into football. There's a lot of sports we could invest in. And I think I'm really impressed with this. And I hope they can continue and build on this. It's a very, very great event, Austin.
That's the word to be. It shouldn't be a one-off. So just in case you're interested in that one, it will take place on November the 10th and November the 11th in Akure. Talk about the motor race right there. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. There's still so much going down in our world of sports. Let's go on this break. When we come back, rugby, table tennis, the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We get our attention. You don't want to go anywhere. Stay.